Hello everybody, thanks for watching another edition of our new materials videos. We have a ton of great new books in, so I have a lot to get through, so I'm going to talk fast today. Our first one is The Very Impatient Caterpillar. This is very silly, kind of comic book format. So if you have a kid that likes silly books about a caterpillar waiting to get born, I think you will like that one. This is called Let the Children March. This is nonfiction about the kids in Birmingham, Alabama, whose parents are too worried to march because they think they might lose their job. So the civil rights leader decided to have the children march and show the world what happened to children in the South when they tried to protest unfair conditions. So inspirational. Don't forget that we have a ton of books in foreign languages, both in adult and children, especially I would say in children's at the moment. This is English and Chinese. We have them for all ages. This is a chapter book in Spanish. 468 is the call number on those. And this one is French and English, and some we just have not in English, just in French. So if you're learning another language or if you're learning English, those can be very helpful. Okay, don't forget we also have a parenting section. This is our newest parenting book, 12 Principles for Raising a Child with ADHD. So we have a whole section, potty training, helping them learn how to read, all different types of books about helping you be a better parent. Okay, this is a nice picture book called The Power of One. Every act of kindness counts. Very simply written, but just about how kindness can help make the world a better place. And beautifully illustrated. Okay, this one was super interesting. I could not put this one down. I read the whole thing. This is If the World Were 100 People. So it's visualizing the world as 100 people. And it talks about income. It talks about what people look like. So if the world were 100 people representative, here's an example of how many would live in each place. There would only be 5 people living in all of North America, 8 in South America, 10 people live in Europe, 60 people live in Asia. I did not realize that it was that high of a percentage. 16 people live in Africa, and only 1 person would live in Oceania. So Fiji, Australia, New Zealand, those parts of the world. But all different things. The income was really fascinating. How people look. Okay, if you like graphic novels, this is kind of like Tug of My Ear. This is by Kayla Miller, who has her own best-selling series. And this one is called Clash, about some tween girls. But if you like Tug of My Ear, I think your child would like that one. She Did It, 21 Women Who Changed the Way We Think. There's a lot of women that I had never heard of in here. And it gives a couple pages on each one, little comic book illustration about them. So this woman, Ethel Percy Andrus, she started out in education, high school education especially, was an award-winning educator, principal, first principal, I think, first female principal in Los Angeles, I believe it said. And then she turned her attention to helping the elderly. So very interesting book, a bunch of women I did not know about. Okay, this was a beautiful children's book called Listen, and it's about a little girl simply listening to those around her, to the noises around her, and really arresting book, I would say. Really interesting book about being present and listening to the things around you. Okay, this one was really interesting too. This is in the science section. This is called Everyday Chemistry, and it is about how chemistry is in our everyday lives, from cooking to playgrounds to plants. Chemistry is all around us all the time. So again, very simple text, but also very interesting to think about how chemistry is literally around us at all times. Ooh, this one was also good. If you like words, you will love this one. 365 words for clever kids. So each page gives you a little scenario. It gives you some different words to learn, and it gives you their meanings down below here. So I do love words, but I thought this was especially interesting and a good way to build your vocabulary. Okay, Wild as the Wind. Usually I'm more of a concrete type book subject thing, but this is a woman in a hot air balloon. If you can see, it's a whole line of swifts of birds that migrate from one side of the world to the other, but the illustrations are just phenomenal. And it talks about the swift's migratory patterns and nesting and all of that. So very beautifully done, poetic. I really enjoyed it. And again, usually that's not the type of book I enjoy. Okay, and the last one, the capybaras, was so cute. It was about a family of capybaras during hunting season who are worried about getting killed, so they go to a chicken coop, and the chickens give them the rules about life in the chicken coop, and they suddenly become friends when one of the capybaras saves one of the chicks. So very sweetly illustrated, sweet story, and I really enjoyed it. So those are the books that I wanted to talk about this time. I hope some of those appeal to you. If you look in the description of the video, you will see a link to a record set. You can put any of these on hold. Either come to the library and pick them up, or we will be happy to take them out to you for contactless curbside pickup. So thanks for watching today, and we will see you next time. Bye.